Okay, Intel has made some significant highs lately in the market, and we want to take a look at that today and find out, is Intel going to continue up as it kind of shows right here on the daily chart what we're looking at, or could Intel start moving down, affecting some retracement and getting ready for another healthy move upwards? We'll take a look at that right now. Before we do, this is a reminder, this is not financial advice. Please don't take any trades strictly on what you're hearing here in this video. Do your own diligence and study the market and make a decision that you can be happy with. All right, I'm looking at the daily chart. You can see a channel going up, a rising channel. I think that looked better on the weekly. Yeah, it kind of looks better on the weekly. Sometimes it doesn't render on the same time frame as cleanly, but you can look in the weekly chart. There's definite trend upwards since what is that? The 23rd of October or so. If I go to the daily, you can still see it on the daily. And that is the channel that Intel has been in lately. It has made significant highs. It's up to 46 or so. I don't know how far back it has been since we've been up to 46. Goodness, that was back in April of 2022. Okay, so that's about how long it's been since Intel has been this high. Let's look and see what we might think it might do today or on the daily charts. Of course, this rising channel is still significant. It's still holding. There's been no problems with it. So it would not surprise me if over time Intel continued to hold this channel. And as long as it holds this channel, we're going to assume that it's going to hold the channel. Does that make sense? As long as the pattern that we've noticed holds, we'll continue to follow that pattern. Easy breezy. But there is some wiggle room inside of that pattern, even for a, I don't know, temporary immediate move. Let's see, we're at 46. If the market fell, let's say Monday, and started making this fall right here, it could still get down to 43, 43 and a half and stay inside that channel. So that's a little bit of a drop you might want to be considerate of if you're long. Another thing I notice on the daily charts is there's the last 2 days have had wicks toward the top. Okay, so you've got a tall wick here, a tall wick here. Those are points of, well, they can be two things. One is the price has moved up and there's been enough sellers to push it back down. Okay, so that's obviously happened by the wick. A lot of times that means price will fall. Okay, it means sellers are stronger than buyers and price will fall. Sometimes it just means that was a push. It ate up all the sellers and now there's nothing left but buyers. And when that happens, you might see a big candle up right here on the next day to take out both of these highs. There's really no way to predict which way that's going to go. So you just have to watch the market for clues. But the market could fall down here on the daily and attack this channel, okay? Or it could go up there. Until it breaks that channel, we're going to assume it's going to stay in it. So that means if it falls here, you may consider some longs for it up and watch for it to go up otherwise. Now, if it does start to fall, there's some levels we want to watch. I'm going, well, definitely this level here. This level is the bottom of these days. It's the bottom of that day right there. And it coincides perfectly with this 43 and a half. So this 43 and a half is a strong, strong level. It's confluence, which means there's two different patterns that are pointing this out as a significant level. And when you see 2 or 3 or 4 patterns that are showing a level to be significant, you want to pay attention to them. So if price falls, do not be concerned if it falls down to 43 and a half. What you'll want to do when it hits the 43 and a half is watch for clues from the market to find out if it's going to continue its fall or if it's going to bounce off 43 and a half and go back into this channel. I like this level. Pay attention to it. It's important. I'm also going to draw a line at the bottom of these. Now look, I'm going to draw a line at the bottom of these days right here. Then I'm going to scroll over here and let's see. I haven't looked at this. Let's see if that red line, oh, look at that. Now look at the mark, look at the patterns in the market, okay? So let me just go back to this. I was just looking at the daily. It was the low of this day and the low of this day. It was very obvious if I move this that was a level we'd want to watch, right? So I put a line there. Now, if you back out and if I look at the weekly and then zoom out some, look at where that line fell. It might be hard to see, but it's the bottom of that week. It's almost the bottom of that week. If I scroll over here, there's a wick there and a wick there. It's the bottom of this week. It's almost the bottom of that week. It's the close of that week. Patterns, patterns, patterns in the market. This bottom of the week, which was this daily right here, that was on the 6th of December, it's no accident that that's where that day closed, because it's just a pattern in the market that is seen, and that pattern's back in February of 2022. That's a year and almost 2 years old. I could even go back further to November 20th. Look at this. Look at this. Look at these wicks around that time. So that's so interesting. Again, that just shows that this is a very important level in the pattern of Intel. So we want to watch this level. If the market falls, see how it reacts around 43 and a half. And then we want to see how it reacts around 41, 41.19, right around here. If it goes below that, we'll have to reevaluate. But watch this level right here. Very well could fall and go back up. And then as far as the upside is, I would be looking for, if it's going to continue up, especially if it breaks these two highs, that would be a strong indication of a move upward, maybe toward the top of that channel again. We can back out. Let's just have some real quick fun. Here's the top of this week. Okay, top of the current week. If I draw a line, I already see it. I've already moved my mouse enough to see it. Draw a line there. Look at that. Look at that. Way back in February 22 was the top of that week. And then you can see the price went all the way, what is that, 47? The price traded through that 47 for weeks and weeks on end, which is just another indication that if it gets to 47, that's a strong point in the market you want to keep an eye on. Patterns, patterns, patterns. That's what we're here to watch. I hope that helped y'all. Let me go back to the daily. Yep, yes. Nice. I hope that helps. Let me give you one more level above this one. If it breaks that high, let's go out one more time. Look on a weekly, since the price is so far back there. Where might we look next? You see the top of that wick? You see the top of that wick? That's almost the same. Almost coincides with the bottom of that wick, the top of that wick. So I'm probably going to put a line somewhere around there. And it could be a range somewhere around there. That's 48. Yeah, 48 around there. That's a good level. That's a good level. So if it goes up, you would want to see how it reacts when it hits that 48.3, that area right there. That is Intel in a summary and a plan for if it goes up or down. I don't know which way it's going to go. I would only watch the market and let it give us clues and be prepared ahead of time for which way it moves. That's the way you make your money. You can't randomly go in, go short or long. You've got to have a plan and trade your plan. I hope that was a decent plan for you. Come back. Let's see how the market reacts around these levels. All right. Take care.